Growing old is a journey filled with wisdom, memories, and lessons. But for many seniors, it also brings regrets, choices they wish they could change, and mistakes they hope others will avoid. In this video, we share the heartfelt reflections of an 81-year-old widow who opened her heart about the 5 costly mistakes she made in her later years. These are lessons from a lifetime, warnings that can help you live with more peace, security, and happiness in old age. Mistake 1. Neglecting financial planning and relying too much on others. She admitted that one of her biggest mistakes was not taking her finances seriously after her husband passed away. She had always trusted her husband to handle money, so she didn't learn enough about savings, pensions, or investments. After his passing, she relied on family for financial decisions, but unfortunately, not all advice was wise. She lost money in a risky loan to a relative and was left with far less security than she deserved. This made her anxious, dependent, and less confident in her old age. Lesson: always take financial matters into your own hands. Even small pensions or savings accounts need proper management. Seniors, especially widows, must learn to budget, understand their benefits, and avoid risky promises from others. Independence in money equals dignity in old age. Mistake 2. Putting everyone else first and ignoring her own health. Like many mothers and grandmothers, she always cared for others first: children, grandchildren, neighbors, and even church members, but she neglected her own health. She ignored regular checkups, delayed dental visits, and pushed through pain instead of addressing it. By the time she sought medical care, she had advanced arthritis and dental problems that could have been managed earlier. The physical pain limited her independence and social life, making her feel isolated. Lesson: self-care is not selfish. Seniors must make their health the top priority. Regular checkups, proper diet, exercise, and medication management are not luxuries, they are survival tools. Mistake 3. Letting pride and silence create distance from loved ones. She admitted that sometimes she let pride get in the way of family relationships. Arguments that could have been forgiven were left unresolved. She thought her children and grandchildren would just know she cared, but over time, small distances became wide gaps. Later in life, loneliness weighed heavily on her, and she wished she had said more kind words, asked for forgiveness, and expressed love more freely. Lesson: never let pride silence your heart. Seniors should speak openly, forgive quickly, and express love often. The regret of unspoken words is far heavier than the discomfort of admitting you were wrong. Mistake 4. Not building a strong social life after losing a spouse. After her husband died, she spent years mostly at home, thinking her children and family would fill the gap. But over time, everyone became busy with their own lives. She didn't join clubs, groups, or community centers. She missed out on friendships with other widows who could have understood her pain. Loneliness became her silent enemy, leading to sadness and even depression. Lesson: seniors must build their own community outside the family. Join social clubs, attend religious gatherings, volunteer, or even take up group hobbies. A strong social circle can keep the heart alive when family isn't always nearby. Mistake 5. Postponing joy and living in fear of the future. Finally, she confessed she had always saved the good things for later. The nice dress, the fancy dishes, the travel dreams, but later never came. She lived too cautiously, always afraid of running out of money or time. In her 80s, she realized she had missed countless opportunities for joy. She told us, "I spent so much time worrying about tomorrow that I forgot to enjoy today." Lesson: life doesn't pause for the perfect moment. Seniors should celebrate now, enjoy now, and embrace small joys daily. Whether it's a trip, a meal with friends, or simply wearing your favorite dress, don't wait. Happiness belongs in the present. Mistake 6. Failing to downsize and declutter early. The widow admitted that she held onto a large house and too many possessions for far too long. She kept every piece of furniture, old clothes, and belongings, believing they carried memories. But the heavy responsibility of maintaining a large home became exhausting and expensive. When her health began to decline, she felt overwhelmed by the clutter and the physical work. Moving became harder the older she got. Lesson: seniors should simplify life while they still have the strength and clarity to make decisions. Downsizing to a smaller home Decluttering possessions and organizing affairs early brings peace of mind. It also prevents children from being burdened later with sorting through decades of belongings. A simpler home equals a freer heart. Mistake 7. Not asking for help when it was needed. Out of pride and fear of being a burden, she often avoided asking for help. She hid her struggles with health, finances, and even loneliness, believing she had to remain strong. This led to silent suffering and avoidable hardships. By the time she finally reached out, problems had become more serious and harder to solve. Lesson: asking for help is not weakness, it is courage. Seniors should reach out to family, friends, doctors, or support groups without shame. Everyone needs help at some point, and asking early can prevent small issues from becoming life-altering problems. Mistake 8. Neglecting legal and end-of-life planning. The widow admitted she delayed creating a proper will, medical directives, and legal instructions. When health emergencies struck, her family was left confused, unsure of her wishes, and even arguing about decisions. This added unnecessary stress during already painful times. Without clear legal preparation, she felt she had lost control over her own choices. Lesson: every senior should create a clear will, assign a trusted power of attorney, and communicate medical wishes in advance. Legal planning is not just about money, it's about protecting dignity, ensuring peace, and preventing family conflicts. Mistake 9. Forgetting to celebrate small daily joys. She confessed that many days were wasted worrying, complaining, or waiting for something big to happen. She spent years waiting for family visits, special occasions, or perfect moments. In the process, she missed the beauty of ordinary mornings, quiet cups of tea, or simple sunsets. Looking back, she realized happiness was always there in small things, but she didn't always notice. Lesson: true joy in old age often comes from the small, everyday blessings. Seniors should practice gratitude, savor simple pleasures, and make each day meaningful. Life is not measured only in grand events, but in the little moments we choose to treasure. Closing reflection. Now you've heard the 9 costly mistakes this 81-year-old widow wishes she had avoided. From finances and health to relationships and joy, her wisdom is a reminder to all of us: don't wait, don't postpone, and don't remain silent. Choose wisely now, so that in the later chapters of life, you can look back with peace instead of regret. Her words are not just warnings, they are a gift for those who still have time to live differently.